Hey everybody, good evening. Happy Wednesday evening. I am back with a bonus video. At least I hope it's a bonus video for you guys. I really wanted to come on and do an extra video for you guys because I've had a lot of people say that they really want to buy products, but they're so tight on money and they just don't have a lot of money to spend to get a full face from pharmacy, even though our products are very affordable. I get it, like money's really tight, and that's a concern for everybody right now. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to come on here and show you how to get a full face for very small amount of money. So what I'm going to do is one side of my face, I'm going to do the 3-in-1 palette, and the other side, I'm going to do the Peach Bite palette. And I'm going to use 3 products plus a powder. And you could use a powder that you already have. If that's something that you already have at home, you could use the powder that you have already. Now, I have dry skin, just so that you guys know, for those of you who are not familiar with me. I have really dry skin. But I am able to use our pressed powders as a form of foundation as long as I have moisturized my skin, and I either go in with our mineral spray first or I go in with our BeFit setting spray. It's like it's a setting spray and a refreshing mist all in one. So it's kind of like a toner type setting spray type refreshment spray. This is amazing, guys. It's $9.90. You have to get this and try it. I love, 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 love this. I like the time locker, but I really do love this. So, so I'm using, today I went in with the mineral spray, okay, the mineral water. I use this in place of a primer today because when I go in with just powder, I don't feel like I need a primer, okay? You may want to still use a primer, but I don't feel the need when I'm just using powder. Now, I know you're going to say, but Charlotte, you always say you never put powder on your face. I don't normally. If I have a foundation product of any kind on my face, okay, I never set it. I set my eyes and that's it. I do not set the rest of my face because once I have a foundation put on, if I go on top with powder, I do not like the way it looks on me. I find that it accentuates a lot of the things that I don't want to accentuate and makes me look a little bit older. It makes my skin look a lot drier. So with that being said, as long as I don't have any additional product, I have been loving going in with our pressed powder and using that as a foundation, a faux foundation, okay? So this is in 04. So what I do is I just go in, and I already have some on, so I'm not going to go in too heavy-handed. Now, you can go in with whatever shade you want. If you want to match your skin, pick a shade that's very close. If you want to add a little bit of warmth to your skin, go up a shade, but make sure that if you do that, you're blending it out as you would any other foundation. Otherwise, it's going to look weird if your face is one shade and your neck is another. So even though it's a powder, you still have to come all the way down, and you would have to be blending it out like this, okay? Even though it's a powder. So what I do lately is, because I'm really embracing the more natural look, I don't like heavy makeup. I don't like heavy looking makeup. And our makeup is so lightweight. It's so comfortable that most of our products never look heavy, but I'm not a big fan of full coverage foundations. I've never been a foundation person, actually. I used to use CoverGirl pressed powder as my foundation, always. That's all I ever used for my foundation. So the other day I was like, you know what? Why don't I do that with our pressed powders? Like, our pressed powders are amazing. They're soft. They're really nice. Why not do that? Like I used to do with CoverGirl, so why not do it with ours? So that's what I've been doing the last few days, and I have to say, I really, really like it. it gives me enough of a base. It just kind of evens out my skin, and I just like the way it looks. So that's what I've been doing. So if you wanted to, if you don't have a powder already, you can get a powder, one of our pressed powders. They're $12.90, okay? And use this as your foundation. Now, mind you, this is a very natural look that we're going to do. So on this side, like I said, we're going to go in with the 3-in-1 palette. And the reason I picked the palettes is because you get so much for your money. Now, this palette is $18.90. You get a contour, highlight, and a blush. So you have those three, plus these three can be used as an eyeshadow look. So now you're getting 4 uses out of one palette for $18.90. You can do a full face with this palette. Then you added mascara, a lip product, and you have a complete face for very little money. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the contour shade in my crease. Okay. And I'm using that as my transition. And it's just a really pretty, soft, it's like a pinky brown color almost. And now, mind you, not only are you going to be using this as eyeshadow, but you can use it to contour with. So keep that in mind. And highlight and your blush. Okay. So we have that in our crease. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to clean off my brush. And now I'm going to go in with the blush, and I'm going to put that on my lid. And if you get any fallout, it's fine. We can wipe it off. Oops. A tag from somewhere. I'm actually going to go in with a flat brush and just go in on my lid. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually go in and wet the brush and make it even more intense. I feel like I've got some fallout, so I'm going to wipe it. And then I'll just put some powder back underneath. Because that looks a little weird now because I wiped the powder off. Okay, so we have our eye look done pretty much on the lid, and and like I said, if you wanted to wet your brush, you would be able to intensify that blush color a little bit. Now, I don't think it needs it. I like it the way it is. What I'm going to do, though, is I am going to go in with a little brush. And let me see, where is it? And I'm going to do the highlight now on the inner corner. And that is going to lighten it up even more. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could go underneath with that same contour color and put a little bit underneath, just on the outer part. Okay, I'm not putting it all the way across. I'm just keeping it on that outer section, okay? So now let's make sure we have no fallout. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with blush. So we're going to go in with the actual blush color. We're going to pop that right on our cheeks. Okay. And I am not a big blush person. I tend to just keep it right on the apple of my cheek. And then what I do is I will go in with a little bit of highlight and just brush a little bit of highlight right on that apple of my cheek. So let me go in with my little brush. So I'm going to take that same highlight and I'm just going to pop that right here. Okay, so it's just here. I don't want to bring it up in here because I have lines and wrinkles and dark circles under my eyes, so I don't want to draw attention to right here. I want to keep it like right in this area here, okay? And I'm going to focus it mainly right on the tops of the apple of my cheek, okay? And that's going to prevent it from accentuating all that stuff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with mascara on this side, and we're going to use Zen. The reason I picked Zen is because it's $8.90. It has vitamin E in it, and it is an amazing mascara, and it's really affordable, so you can't get any better than that. Let me just wipe my mirror off. So I chose that for that reason. And it's a really good mascara. So I'm going to go in, and it is a double. The wand itself has tall bristles on one side, like longer. And then as you turn it around, the bristles get shorter. So what I do is I tend to go in with the shorter bristles first, and then I'll go in with the longer. So I'm just putting that on. And guys, Zen is one of our most popular products. It is a huge seller. I mean, we have so many people that absolutely love Zen. And like I said, because it has the vitamin E, it's really good for your lashes. And it gives really good length and volume. And it's really good at separating your lashes because of the wand, the way the wand is. Okay. And I don't know what it is. I've had this one lash that just keeps sticking to the other one. I don't understand why it's doing that. And it's driving me insane. I don't know. It just does not want to cooperate. Okay. So that's one coat of Zen. Then I'm going to put some at the bottom. And this is also going to show you the difference between the Peach Bite and the 3-in-1 palette. So you'll be able to see the color difference in each of these palettes. The Peach Bite is a lot softer. This one's soft, but the Peach Bite one is really soft. It's just a really soft, peachy peachy nude. Now, if you wanted to, you could contour. If you wanted to add some contour using the palette, you could. I don't normally contour, to be honest with you. It's just not something that I really tend to do. But you could go in with, you know, a contour brush and kind of just take that contour color. And if you wanted to just kind of put a little on your nose, I'm only going to do half because we're going to be in on the other half with the 3-in-1. And just bring that up that way. And then you're going to go in and you'll blend that. So let me take a fluffier brush and just go in. And blend that. Now, if you wanted to add a little contour up here, let me take a different brush though. You could go up on your, up in here, and add a little of that contour up there. And a little bit down on your jawline. And this is a very subtle contour, so it's a really pretty contour shade. And it's really good if you're not someone that's used to doing a lot of contour, or you don't like a heavy contour. This would be a really good choice. So then just go in with that fluffy brush and just blend it. Okay, so it gives you your contour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with lips. And what I've chosen for this look is to go in with one of our lip liners. Our lip liners are $6.90, and they make a beautiful, beautiful lipstick, okay? Now, you could add a gloss on top if you want, but when I use these as lipsticks, I use them as matte. So I do not go in with a gloss over top. I just keep them very mattified. So I'm going to go in with number, let me see, what number am I on? 201? 201. It's hard to see. It's a little dark. So I'm going to line my lip, only half. Okay. And then I'm going to fill it in. And when I fill in my lip, I go sideways so that I'm not dragging the pencil across my lips like side to side. And I really need to sharpen this. Not sure where my sharpener is. I use this lip liner a lot. Okay, so that's the lip liner 201. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink, like a pinky pink. So that's it on my hand. So normally, of course, if I had my whole face done with just the 3-in-1, I would have my whole lip done. But see what a gorgeous lip color that makes? And that's how I leave it. I just leave it matte. And it's really good now because with the masks on, you're going to get less coming off on your mask with a mattifying. So lip liner, our matte liquid lipsticks. Now, the other thing that I do sometimes is I will go in with our translucent powder. Let me grab that. But this is like something that would be extra, so you don't need it. But what you could do to help keep that lip product on is go in with a transparent powder, translucent powder. And I just go over it. And then once you put it on and you pat your lips together, the color will come back. But now it's set, so it should last a lot longer even with your mask on. So that's just a little trick. And like I said, once you pounce your lips together again, the color comes back. Okay, so guys, we have this side of our face done. 3-in-1 palette. Now we're going to go on to this side and do the Peach Bite palette. So let me... Okay, so now we're going to go in with Peach Bite. We're going to do the contour shade in the crease. And again, this is a very peachy brown nudish palette. Gorgeous. Okay. So that's in the crease. It's our transition. Okay, so that's in our crease. Now I'm going to wipe off that brush. And I'm going to go in with the blush shade now. I'm going to tap it off. And I'm going to place that on my lid. And again, if you get some fallout, wipe it off. And just go in with your powder and touch it back up. And it'll be fine. You can just go in with that same powder. And it cleans it up. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you can see it's just a really soft peach. It's very soft, like really soft. So now I'm going to go in with my finger just like I did with the other side. And I'm just going to place that on my lid. And it just intensifies it a little bit. You can see it adds a little bit more color. I love this palette. These two palettes are like, I have no words. They're just so nice. And they're so compact that it makes it so nice to travel with these. And even if you're like a high school student, you can stick this in your pocketbook and it's not going to take up a lot of room. Okay, so I just went back and intensified that crease a little bit more. Now we're going to go in with that little brush and put the highlight shade in the inner corner. And I find that this highlight is a little, it's not as dramatic as the one in the 3-in-1. It's a little bit softer. Okay, it's not as intense. And then what you can do is, if you want to, you can go back in with that pressed powder and just go underneath the brow bone with that. And that will just give a little something to underneath the brow bone. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pencil brush here, and I'm going to go underneath and just put a little bit underneath. I'm not going all the way across. I'm keeping it on the outer edge. And just dragging a little bit of that underneath. Okay. Now we're going to go in with blush, and we're going to go in, obviously, with the blush from the palette. And this blush is like really soft. It's a really soft, pretty color. Okay. And that's why I think I really like these palettes, because the colors are so beautiful. Now I'm going to go in, let me clean this off, and I'm going to go in with the highlight now from this palette. And I'm going to place it right here, just like I did on the other side. And I just kind of roll it, like I kind of go in circle motion. And you can see that just places it right here, right on the top of my cheek, right on top of my ham hock. Okay. Then we are going to now go in with our mascara. The reason I'm picking this one now is this is Optimal, and Optimal is only $10.90. So it's another really reasonable mascara, and it's a really good mascara. It gives you really beautiful, natural looking lashes. It has a really good pigment to it. It gives you length, it gives you volume. It just gives you beautiful, natural looking lashes. It's not as intense as Zen, but it's so good. And I love a natural looking lash for every day. Okay, so that's one coat of Optimal. And then I'm going in with a second coat. Okay, so that's Optimal. And I really like it because it does a really good job at separating the lashes. So now I'm going to go in and do the bottom lashes. And I take like the end of the wand, the tip of the wand, and I run it along those lashes. And that just helps separate them. And it will elongate them, especially in the corner up here. See how it just pulls those little lashes out? Okay. Okay, so we have mascara. And I mean, to me, Optimal actually, to me, in my opinion, gives you even longer lashes than the Zen. So I kind of think like, I feel like almost like Optimal goes untalked about. Like, I think it deserves a lot more recognition than it gets. I like it. It's a really good mascara for $10.90. I mean, you can see that's an incredible looking mascara. My lashes look really long. They're separated. I mean, it's really good. Okay, so now we're going to go in with lip product. Now, again, we have two choices. You could go in with just a lip liner, okay? Or you could go in with a matte liquid lipstick. So, we have several shades of lip liner. As far as for this look, I would say I would probably go in with probably 203 and use that if you wanted to go in with a lip liner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two options. I am going to show you the side with the lip liner, and then I'm going to go on top with the skin. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because then it won't be fair, because then it's going to be different. I want it to be equal on both sides. So if you wanted to go with a lip liner with this look, I would go with probably 203 on this side. Okay. That's the color. It looks really, really pretty with the Peach Bite palette. So I would go in with 203 on my lips. If you want to go in with the lip liner, which is $6.90. If you wanted to go in with a matte liquid lipstick, which is $11.90, I would go in with the shade 201, which is Skin. That would be my choice. We have so many colors to choose from, so you could pick any of them, whatever one you want. This look is so neutral that you can pretty much go with any color that you wanted to. But I'm going to go in with 201 Skin in the liquid matte. This way you get an idea of what it looks like with a matte liquid and what it looks like with just the lip liner. So one side, you get the best of both worlds. So let me just go in and... I'm just splitting it down the middle as best as I can. And this is a true nude. So it is very light. But I love it. And you could top it with a highlighter. You could add a lip liner on the outside. You could put a lip liner on the base and then put this on top of that. You can use this color so many ways. And I kind of went over too much on the other side. Let me just... Okay. Fix that so it'll actually be half and half. Okay. Now, like I said, if you wanted to add a highlight, you could. You could take a highlight from your Peach Bite palette, let that dry for a minute, and then go in with your highlight and add a little bit. because now you're not buying anything extra. You're using the palette that you already have. And see how that instantly changes it up? Now it goes from being a flat matte to a iridescent look, which goes beautifully. It just gives that little extra something. And then, like I said, you could leave it plain if you wanted to, or you could go in with a lip liner, and line your lips, or fill in your lips and then go on top with the skin. But like I said, any color of our matte lipsticks will work perfectly with that look. I'm just touching that up. I really need to sharpen this. I just want to make sure that there's none of that gold highlight on this side. Okay, so let's recap, guys. This side, okay, we went in with 04 medium pressed powder. That's what we used as the base in place of foundation. Then we went in with our 3-in-1 palette. We used all 3 shades on our eyes. We used the blush, we used this to contour, and we used it as a highlight. Then we went in with 223, no, wait a minute. Wow, Jesus. 201 for our lips. Okay, so 201 as our lipstick, which is a lip liner, $6.90. So $18.90, $6.90. The powder's $12.90. We did Zen mascara for $8.90 on this eye. And that completes that side. Then on this side, we did the same thing, powder. Then we went in with the Peach Bite palette, which is $19.90, okay? And we went in, we used all 3 on our eyes. And then we used the highlight on the inner corner. This is our blush. We did not contour this side. I can go in and contour, though, just to kind of show you what the contour shade looks like, just to keep it fair. And then I'll go in and blend that. This contour to me looks like it seems to be a little bit deeper. So then what you can do is just go in and make sure that you blend that out. And then take a fluffy brush. Okay. And then you just blend it. Oh, I don't know why my nose feels so itchy. And just blend. You don't want it to be a harsh contour. You don't want it to be actually visible. You know what I mean? You want it to just look natural. Okay? So, Peach Bite, $19.90. Optimal Mascara, $10.90. That was really awkward. $10.90 Optimal Mascara. And then on the lips, we went in with Skin Liquid Matte Lipstick. And then we went on top with the highlighter from the Peach Bite palette. And that is how we got this look. So, 3 main products. Okay. Oh, one moment as I go fetch my lip liner. Okay. So 3 products. Powder, if you want to count the powder, it'd be 4. Okay. So that's it. That's all we needed to do this look. Now, the other side, same thing. Powder, this. Or you can substitute this for a lip liner, this for the Zen, and vice versa. Okay, so whichever you want to do. Either one. It's your choice. But that is it. So you can definitely get a really pretty everyday natural look using very few products. So you definitely can get products that are good for you, that will make your skin look really nice and not break the bank. So I think that it's a win-win. And I am just going to blend that in a little bit. Now, if you don't like that iridescent look, just leave it just matte, okay? But it is really pretty. So, that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the bonus video. I hope that it was fun. And it's super, super quick and easy to do these looks. I mean, super easy and quick. It takes no time at all, probably like 4 minutes at the most to do this. To do your entire face, it would take about 4 minutes. And like I said, wicked reasonable, so you can't beat that. And then if you have, like I said, if you have our mineral spray or you have our setting spray, at the end, of course, you'd want to, because you do have just powder, just spray a little bit. It's going to set it. It's going to any like loose powder you have, it's going to settle it down. It's going to leave your skin looking amazing and hydrated and refreshed and glowy and just really nice. So, and don't forget that trick. If you are doing a lip liner, go in with a little bit of translucent powder. Don't put a colored powder. Go in with a clear translucent powder. Put a little bit, pat your lips together, and the color will come right back. Okay? So I think you guys can see. So Optimal, like I said, guys, $10.90 for that mascara. Come on now. That is gorgeous. Lip. And that is a beautiful, beautiful shade for lip liner. Absolutely gorgeous. And then Zen mascara on this eye. And the 3-in-1 palette. And that's it. So simple. Your skin's still showing through. It's light. It's not heavy looking. But I look like, you know, if I go out, I'm going to look put together. I'm going to look nice. And that's all that matters. So you don't have to use a lot of makeup. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a really pretty makeup look. All right, guys. And as always, if any of these products interest you, you can go to my site at www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2, and you can shop for any of those products. If you want to message me, if you need help picking anything out, just message me on Facebook at Charlotte's Cosmetics and More. I will be more than happy to help you. And if you need help with skincare, I can actually customize a skincare regimen for you. So just reach out to me and we'll work together to get that done. Because skincare is so important, guys. You really need good skincare. And Pharmacy has some amazing skincare. So, yeah. So Facebook, Charlotte's Cosmetics and More, my website, and YouTube. That's where you can find me. And I hope you had fun tonight. Thanks for spending a little time with me. Thanks for watching this video. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.